Good evening, Tony Dattino. Broadcast on the USA Memory Championship, which is coming up on October the 23rd. 14 mental athletes live on stage at the Rosentown Square in Orlando, Florida. So it's happening, it's exciting. We have a lot of good things that are going on, and we're into the month of October today, and the 23rd is going to be here before we know it. What was really exciting about what we're doing this year is we have a college communication team. They're an event planning stage. They do show, production, video, recording, doing it as a class project. So we have 10 students that are coming from the Full Sail College. They will be coming there on Friday the 22nd to get themselves set up. They're going to be live streaming it, so people across the world, if they want to be a part of seeing this event, will all have a part of it. And it'll be exciting with the events that we are planning. We'll start with the Lumosity Pinball Recall, and that will be used to seat the mental athletes in their chairs. And we'll have a couple of keynote speakers, certainly MIT and a researcher from Lumosity, and a researcher from MIT as well. So we've got a great agenda planned. And as always, we put a lot of time, planning, and work into this thing. And it usually will come out flawlessly, but it's always nerve-wracking and anxiety-provoking in getting up to the date and then exhausting yourselves by the evening of when it's all over. So in any case, I wanted to at least give my Live with Tony audience an update. The pieces are coming together. So we've got 10 students and 5 professors that will be there doing the filming aspects, and they'll be arriving on Friday afternoon, evening. Then we've got my team of Karen Pinson, who runs all the games and distributes the games and things of that sort. We'll have Michael Dattino, who runs the technology sides of things and that sort. I'm not sure, I'm not going to answer that phone. And then, of course, myself, who normally do the hosting of the event and what goes on. So these are the things that we're pulling together, and the mental athletes have gotten their long-term memory events. There's a long-term memory event that is going to cover sports. There'll be one that is, in fact, that's all about Winter Olympics. So it's all about the Winter Olympics. The one then will be on arts, will be all about authors and their books and titles and bestsellers, etc. And then there'll be the science event, which will be all about the periodic tables, which we did a few years ago. And that was so interesting to people. We brought that back as a third event of the day. So those will be our long-term memory events. And then we've got our Tea Party event, which is where we have people come out and introduce themselves and talk about the pieces of their lives, and then have them go off stage, and then the mental athletes have to remember them. And then we close it up with our deck of cards, double deck of cards, and it's all in head-to-head. So we start off with the 14, and we whittle that down to 10, and we whittle it down to 7, and we whittle it down to 5, and we eventually get it down to 3, so that we have 3 people competing for the decks of cards, and who's going to be able to remember most of the cards. So that's the day that we are putting together and going to Orlando, Florida. In October, should be superb weather. We would expect it to be in the mid-80s. And I get a weekly report on the COVID outbreak and pandemic, etc. And the positivity rates now have dropped below 10%. The people going to hospitals are reducing. I mean, we had an early outbreak, which I'm beginning to now see spread to Midwest, Northeast, parts of the country. So I'm hoping that Florida has its share of COVID behind it, and over the next few weeks it'll just get better and better. However, we are not planning to have a live audience. We are planning to have everybody see it on stream, so anybody that wanted to come live now will be able to sit in the comfort and safety of their own homes and watch it on a live stream. So that's been exciting to us. That's been a very, very important factor for us. A lot of conversations, a lot of head scratching, as you can see, over the safety of our mental athletes, the safety of our team of students and the people that are coming to the event, and clearly the consideration of having spectators. And so there's been a lot of conversation and back and forth and dialogue and concerns. So we are set to go. It's at the Rosen JCC in Orlando, in what they call their town square. It's a 500-person auditorium with a wonderful stage and lighting, and Full Sail College team will be there to do all of the video lighting and recording and streaming. So we have just got just a superb team of people that are coming at this from every angle that we can think of, and now our next thing is to get some PR there. So we've already got a request from CNN, and we're looking at working with a couple of the TV networks in the Orlando area. We do have them there, so CBS, NBC, ABC. We also happen to have ESPN, and the Disney is Wide World of the Sports category there. So we've got a group of people that are around this particular event this year that, even with the obstacles that the pandemic throws at us, we are overcoming the obstacles a piece at a time. And so we're excited. The college students are excited. We have a phenomenal person working with us that's on the board of directors of the Rosen Center there. Ruben Romanowski is equally fantastic. And so we have some really, really strong people working with us this year to make this by far one of our best events, where we will be able to capture it and stream it and have it, and people will be able to see it after the event as well, post it on our website, the USA Memory Championship website. We have online training now that people are able to get access to through the Maximum Memory Mastery online course. So we've got that up and running now. We'll be adding to it the 6 elements of brain health shortly. We're finishing that up and re-shooting some of the narration on that. So you can tell I'm excited about this. And so that's where we are as we go about our 22nd USA Memory Championship. I had to get to the person with our trophy, our Seahorse trophy, and he will be finishing that up. And he had to figure out how to change the year from 2020 to 2021 and go through what he needs to do to get a new plate on the base so that he doesn't crack the whole Seahorse that we have. So that is where we are. I hope all of you are maintaining safety, enjoying your college football season that has started, the NFL football season that is into its 4th week of play. Not too optimistic about where the Giants are going this year, but in any case, it's been at least the right time of the season. We're wrapping up baseball seasons, so there's a lot of things going on, and here we are in the middle of it all with the USA Memory Championship. So that is my broadcast for tonight. We will be back on Monday evening. I look forward to it, and I will be in one more week here in New York. A great report from my other half today with her surgeon that did her hip replacement. So that was great news today to be able to get a really good report on the progress that she has made. So in one more week's time, I am back to Orlando, and I will be meeting with the college, taking them through our events and games, and really honing down the final pieces for this year's Memory Championship, which is really shaping up to be fantastic. So have a good weekend and be safe.